I guess the devil was really mad at me. This is my second day of technical difficulties. I am so sorry, people. We talking about who's fooling who, and I was on the part of talking about my daughter. I was 17 years old when I had my daughter, when I became pregnant, and I realized that God sent my daughter to save my life. When I say God sent my daughter to save my life, I was on the road of self-destruction. I was on the road to the point that I was with girlfriends that was getting high, they was taking pills. I was having sex unprotectedly. I was really on the road of self-destruction. And I was fooling myself, but God sent my daughter to save my life. Now, we did not have it good, but we had it. My family helped me to raise my daughter. I was 17. I was going to my senior year of high school. I had her in my senior year of high school. My life was planned and everything, but I was actually fooling myself because of the person that I conceived her with. We was not on the same page. So I had to walk away from him, her father. I loved him. We parted as friends, but I had to stop fooling myself then at the age of 17. At the age of 18, I was on my own with a daughter in my own apartment. We did not have a lot, but we had each other. My daughter did not starve. She had a roof over her head, clothes on her back, and food to eat. God supplied all of our needs. So who's fooling who? I been stopped fooling myself after the age of 35. From 17 to 35, that was really a trying time in my life. I went through a whole lot. Who's fooling who? Like I said, we can dress it up, we can make it up, we can cover it up, we can put a hat on, we can do anything, but who's fooling who? Because if you're letting people misuse and abuse you, misguide and affect you, you're fooling yourself. That is not love. Again, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's time for me to change my phone, but who's fooling who? Are you fooling yourself? By being in front of your girlfriends, we wear this facade and we always say, well, that's not me. Why she let him punch her in her eye? He wouldn't do that to me. Well, if your boyfriend or your significant other cussing you out, that's abuse. I don't know why she can't go out with her girlfriends. I'm going to go out with my girlfriends. No, you're not. Because if you're staying home every day or if he following you or you following him, that's the same abuse. Stop it. You got somebody abusing you too. Physically, mentally, verbally, sexually. Abuse is abuse. Stop it. Stop downplaying your girlfriends and get with your girlfriends, the ones that you call your girlfriends, and y'all help each other out. But again, you can't help her until you learn how to love yourself. Loving yourself starts in all these places, in your heart, in your mind. You got to love yourself. Stop fooling yourself. If your coworkers is abusing you, if your husband is abusing you, if you're sad at your in your conferences and stuff, if you're traveling around the world because that's what your job allows you to do. Again, I talked about in that last tape before I blacked out. If you got tracking devices on your cell phones for you and your husband, and you got to follow your boyfriend, or you looking at phone bills, stop playing CSI. That's just crazy. Get some sleep at night. Reason why you're doing all that, because you're insecure. That's an insecurity that person has mistreated you because you're bringing baggage in from your last relationships. And this person can be the best thing that ever happened to you. But because of all your insecurities and you not loving yourself, you're going to lose the best thing that happened to you. Now, if you got to fight the one you're sleeping with, if you got to curse out the one you're sleeping with, it's time for y'all to get some time away from each other. Stop it. Life goes on again. Who's fooling who? I know who I am. I know whose I am. Again, I talked about the service on yesterday my husband had about what did Jesus say. And it's been a struggle for me to come on Periscope. It's a struggle for me to talk in front of people, period, because I believe I'm a behind the scenes person. But God has me doing this for a reason. So the day I woke up with a different kind of feeling, I woke up with a different attitude. I woke up more positive. I woke up more confidence, knowing I'm not fooling myself. If nobody followed me on Periscope, if nobody ever viewed me or watched me live, I know I said what God had me to say on today. I know I said what had to say, what God wanted me to say all the other days. Who's fooling who? I'm not fooling myself. If you're not happy, say you're not happy. If you're sad, say you're sad. Stop letting people bully you. Stop letting people beat you down so far, because the only place you can go is to the ground. Besides the ground, the next place is hell. And you're only going to go there when you die. You get beat down so long that getting back up is not on your mind. Who is fooling who? Are you fooling yourself? We walk around with so many masks on, and we have a fake smile like the Joker on Batman, making everybody think our world is just peaches and cream. Oh, we got it going on. Oh, my husband bought me this. My boo thing bought me that. Oh, I'm going to California next week. Oh, he going to buy me a diamond. I just got a Lexus. But what is all that when it comes to your happiness? What is all that when it comes to you surviving? Because mentally, if you're not right, your body is not right. Mentally, if you're not right, your body is not right. If he beat you today, or she beat you today, or she cursed you today, or he cursed you today, or they sexually abuse you today, or they verbally abuse you today or tomorrow, and then go buy you a diamond ring, that does not cover up the scars. That does not cover up the scars. That just gives an outward appearance for the world to see. Who's fooling who? When you get back to your house, wherever you live at, the same enemy, that same person you sleeping with is still there. You can walk in with a fake smile, do whatever you got to do, but the minute you close the door, if it's chaos in your house that you left that morning, it's going to be chaos in your house when you get back home. Who is fooling who? Time out for all this, people. Time out. Time to start loving yourself. Time to start being kind to yourself. Time to start saying enough is enough. And I'm not going to take this anymore. Who's fooling who? Then once you stand up and God give you the power and God give you the strength, don't let nobody take your confidence away from you. Don't let nobody take your self-esteem away from you. Don't let nobody call you anything but what you're supposed to be called. Stop listening to all the naysayers and the negativity that's going on around you. Who's fooling who? Are you hanging with the hurt people because you hurting? Do you hang with the sad people because you're sad? Do you hang with the abusive people because you was an abuser or you was abused? Stop it. You got to sit down and take count of your day and take count of your life and say to yourself, God, I need to know where I'm supposed to be at, what I'm supposed to be doing, and how can I begin to love myself. I need you, Lord, to help me to transform my mind, that I will transform my heart, that I will learn to love myself. God, teach me to have me time with me. You be in one bad relationship, and because you don't want to be by yourself or you're scared, your girlfriend's going to talk about you or your male friend's going to talk about you, so you jump into another relationship. Who's fooling who? You're fooling yourself. Sometimes God will separate you from a person so that he can have you to himself and he can help build you up. He can strengthen you. He can give you back your self-esteem. He can give you back your confidence, and you can stop fooling yourself. Are you fooling you? Who's fooling who? Periscope family, we got to get it right. There is no such thing as, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow may not even come. Tomorrow may not even come. Yesterday is gone. Let's do this today. Who's fooling who? God will get you there, and it won't happen overnight. It is a process. This daily walk is a process. This loving yourself is a process. I'm not telling you when the person you're loving and abusing you is cussing you out for you to cuss that person out, but for you to keep your tone calm and say what you got to say, because you don't have to get into a cussing match. Like I said, my mother cussed, so I cussed, so my daughter cussed, and my grandkids even cussed once or twice. But we're going to stop all of that. You're not your mother. You're not your father. Stop it. Stop letting people say, well, you know you act like that, or you act just like your mother, or you act just like your father. If they are not positive, if they just continue to be negative, tell people stop saying that you act like them. You got their blood running through your veins, but God gave you your own mind. God gave you your own fingerprints. God gave you your own footprint. Stop it. Don't let people stereotype you. Don't let people put a label on you as to who you acting like. Let people start saying you're acting like yourself. And they can only say that if you stop fooling yourself. Who's fooling who? I don't want my daughter to act like me. I want my daughter to be better than me. I don't want my daughter to raise her kids the way I raised her. I want her to raise her kids better than I raised her. I gave my daughter a good life, but I want her to have better than me. I want her to go further than me. I want her to teach her kids more than I taught her. It's a process. In the beginning, me and my daughter didn't have a good relationship because of my family. But we have a better relationship now, and it's a process. And I think we're better for that. It's a process. It took God to get me here, to get me where me and my daughter are walking now. It's a process. It's about being open and honest with the people you say you love. It's about being open and honest with the people you say you love. Tell your kids what you've been through. Stop saying, I don't know why you act like that, or I didn't do that when I was your age. Listen, if your kids having sex, stop bugging out. Teach them how to protect themselves, because you had sex when you was their age too. Stop all that. Stop all that beating around the bush, saying, oh my God, I don't know why they did. I don't believe they did that. Look, you did it. So I wasn't shocked when my daughter did a lot of stuff, because I did a whole lot of stuff when I was her age. But God had to tame me. God had to calm me down. Again, Periscope family, who's fooling who? Stop fooling yourself. Stop living a lie. Stop living a fairy tale. This is not once upon a time and your name ain't Cinderella. Stop living a fairy tale. Stop it. This is not once upon a time and your name not Peter Pan. Stop it. This is real life. This is reality. This is your reality. What you're walking through is your reality. You can either make it better or you will make it worse. But you got control of your life. Stop giving people so much power. Stop giving people so much of your power, because they take your power and then use it against you. Stop it. Stop it. Respect yourself. People will respect you. Start loving yourself and people will love you. I love you, Periscope. Y'all have a God great day on purpose, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.